So my company is called ZEITGUIDE. Our job is to guide you through our constantly changing culture. We keep you smart, we keep you culturally relevant, we keep you ready for the future. When we're looking at all the ideas in the world, we categorize them into 4 pillars of change. So there are a lot of consumer trends experts, there are a lot of tech trends experts, there are a lot of people who are experts in the workplace, there are geopolitical gurus, but our job is basically to take all of it and to give you this broad perspective so that you can be a cultural leader. And we have a big picture theme every year. And this year, dun, 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 healthy business, healthy self. And it's basically a workplace evolution is because the workplace has been evolving. We have ping pong tables and kegs and baristas and co-working spaces, but we're really now embarking in a revolution within the workplace. There's a 17-year high right now of people quitting their jobs. But now employee experience is more important than anything before. 40% of all Fortune 500 companies will not exist. The reason why we call it the digital paradox is because digital was so exciting, and I would say last year was the year that we're seeing that it's really destructive to our lives. In fact, Farouk Manju, a New York Times columnist, said something really poignant, that the technologies we were most excited about 10 years ago are now implicated in just about every catastrophe of today. CES, there were over 515 stations there with startups creating technology to all better our health. And we're about to embark what Steve Case calls the third wave of the internet. First wave was in the 90s, AOL, you got mail. Right now we're in the second wave, smartphones, apps, Netflix, sharing economy, on demand, etc. And we're embarking the third wave, which 5G is going to allow everything to be connected to each other, machine to machine, device to device, human to machine, human to device, and technology is just going to be oozing from our pores. Today's consumer, who won't be the same consumer in an hour. So we're at a time now that consumers have more power than ever before. The climate consciousness, there was a piece in the Wall Street Journal this past week about how brands are gonna start making like refillable containers. It's gonna be just like the old days when you would get your milk delivered, or like the soda fountain guy or woman would come in and fill up your bottles. We could talk about all these demographics and these consumer groups forever, but now more than ever, the one great thing about the internet is that we can actually be at a point now where at the end of generalizations, because you can know every consumer by the micro detail. 75 million jobs are gonna be eradicated from the global economy, replaced by 113 million. So if our government isn't gonna solve the world problems, 76% of the people that they polled feel that their CEO should be the one who's leading change in the world.